Hello, everybody. Hey, I got somebody in there. I don't know if you can hear me, and I'm really hoping that this works because um, I I have a very poor signal. Hey, Andrew, can you hear me, brother? I'm in Laredo, Texas, and thank you. Um, I'm in Laredo, and I'm really having a tough time getting a good signal. I'm what's up? uh, I'm hoping that I can get it to work um, and stay online. Good signal from the power house. It goes away really quick. Your messages do. I'll start getting training from Swift in 2 weeks. I do. Hey, I really got to. It's going away really fast on that deal, and I'm not able to um, get them fast enough. I'm hoping that I can. I'm trying to open it up in a different screen so that I can see them faster and they'll last longer. They won't come and go, and then I can read them. But I'm oh my gosh, it won't get online. I'm having a tough time, guys. So just while you guys try to come in. Yes, I have Verizon, and it's normally does pretty good. I mean, but I only have like one bar right now, and it's just not wanting to play fair. And I'm really extremely satisfied with Verizon. Extremely satisfied, like I doing a survey or some shit. Hopefully it'll come back. What? Your 1,500-mile load cancel? You don't have a load. Well, I don't either till tomorrow morning. Um, it doesn't matter, brother. As long as they get you 500 for Saturday, then it did another 500 on Sunday, and then another 500 on Monday. Same thing. We good. We look at the bright side. Go at AT&T. I actually thought about that. Um, Dispatch told me no loads available. Yeah, well, shit, I'm gonna find out, but I can do a 30. Oh, somebody just went away, man. I'm sorry. They're not lasting long enough. Now, if I don't get to you, uh, I already got a CDL. Sweet, sweet. That's the way to make it work. Sometimes, even though you have a CDL, these companies still want you to go through school, and which is fine because they just want to make sure that you still drive a truck. I mean, they all gonna put you in a, you know, damn near $200,000 piece of equipment with $1 million worth of freight and back. I was gonna do the AT&T thing, but my mentor had AT&T, and it was give and take. There was times where he had no signal and I did. Sometimes I had no signal and he did. It was 16 in one hand, half a dozen in another. Um, the highest mile we the highest mile to date was 2,200. And that's pretty damn decent. And that's average. For yeah, that's I have Verizon, and 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 I actually have a signal. This phone that I'm on with that you can see me on right now is Verizon, but my iPad's Verizon also, and I'm not getting a signal. So, and I'm trying to open it up where I can your comments will stay on a page long enough for me to get to them all. So if you comment and I don't respond to it, just repost it. Yeah, I have the unlimited Verizon plan, and it's just having a little bit of trouble, and it may be. just where I'm parked, um, the signal is sporadic. I could go inside and get on the Swift's Wi-Fi, and it's sometimes not even as good as what I can get from a cell signal, believe it or not. So yeah, I'm having a little bit of issue. I'm gonna see what happens if I get it closer to my window. Maybe that'll help. But I am gonna have to do some fast reading. And again, if you guys um, if you guys comment and I don't get to it, I didn't ignore it. I just didn't see it long enough. So go ahead and repost it. Do you have a permit before you went to Swift Academy? I most definitely did. And I advise anybody to go into a trucking school to get their permits before you go to the school. If you go to Swift Academy, any of them, the first thing they're going to do is get you your uh, afraid of slowing down. Yeah, afraid of slowing down. I guess, um, I don't really go with all of that kind of stuff, man. I just when Swift had afraid, I could take it, and they hadn't really disappointed me, Um, I advise anybody who want to um, get go to trucking school to get their permits first. Economy is slowing. That's why. Don't believe that, brother. The economy slowing. That don't believe that. That's layman's term for I don't know what the hell's going on. But there is no. That's not true. And you got to be real careful. Okay. Um, about that. People use that as excuses to do a whole bunch of shit, and not giving you freight might be one of them. But I got my DOT medical card. I got to go to Swift orientation in 2 weeks. Yes, when you if you got a DOT card physical, you're still gonna get another one when you go through Swift. And if you got to do CPAP test, and that's with any of them, any company, it's the same. But the reason you getting your permit before you go up there is so that you don't have that extra burden to pass all of the tests. Coastal yesterday. Like, all right, you got ready to Coastal. That's for your videos. Hey, bro, Coastal was cool too, wasn't it? Those are some really really good people. And that what the hell? I'm uh I'm on my video just popped up on my other deal, um but it's not doing the live thing here for some reason. I'm gonna keep trying because it's gonna make it easier for me to reach y'all's uh, comments. Um, I found that whenever there you go. I hope they don't go away. Okay, guys. Now I'm getting a lot of them. Your third week on the Mentor's truck. Oh gosh, it went away. I'm sorry. Um, hold on for me as I try to get here. Uh, uh, yeah, I'm just hanging there, guys, because what I'm trying to do is see y'all's comments on a bigger deal and it lasts longer so I can get to them all. Okay, hang in there. We're in my third week on the men's truck. Got 130 hours so far. That's uh that's a good deal, bro. It won't be long for you're off. You know, uh, Mike, are you on my list? Did you talk to Autumn? I'm gonna start looking at this screen because this one's moving kind of slow. It's not. Uh, I'm not being able to get the signal like I would like. But Mike, you said you're in your third week on a mentor's truck. I want to know if you gave your information to Autumn because I think you're on my list. The name looks familiar. And by the way, guys, I am having a little bit of issue seeing y'all's comment. Hold on. If you're commenting and I'm not, I don't see any of them. So just hang in there with me as I try to navigate this situation here. Uh, Mike, I didn't think. I'm sorry, Mike. It came and went. Uh, you are gonna have to. It's act like it's trying to show, but the comments are moving really slow. This is my second live, and I'll learn to do it right. Okay. I don't think so. I, oh, I see. I see. They don't think he had talked to her. Okay. All right. I have some of you guys who has went through autumn to get the headsets, and you guys are already on the truck. And if you see this and you know it's you, you're one of those. Uh, you need to inbox me because um, we are you're at the phase now where you and I need to be communicating so that I know how the trip is going with you on the mentor's truck, and then when you start getting close to the end of your mentor phase, then I need to send the headset to your house. That way, when you get off the mentor's truck and you go home and get you a little bit of home time before you go out and get your own truck, um, or they assigned you, excuse me, your own truck to go solo, your headset will already be at the house waiting on you, so you can have it when you get ready to go to the mentor's truck. Inbox, yeah, just um, is inbox here. Yes, just go ahead and um, you just comment, hey, uh, you know, whatever you need, and what's your email, and then I'm gonna send you my email, and then you will then respond to it. What's your goal in trucking? I'm going to help my son start his trucking business, so I have to learn it myself. Was 150. I sent you a message and asked about a mentor. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. It's uh, redo that one. I said you sent me a one saying that you sent me a message, but on the phone it's going away rather quickly. I'm not being able to see them. And uh, Mike Bruley at iCloud. Okay. When once we're done. This will go on to the uh, and that actually, you guys, the email. So I'm going to tell you what my email is. Just a second. I'm going to give you an opportunity to grab something to write it down with. Do anybody write shit down anymore? Want to use pen and paper? I don't know. That's a method of success to do that. Need me to resend it? Yes, please. One more time. I know it sucks, bro, but um, uh, some of these folks do lives. I watch them, and and they do a really good job. That's what I say. Will you be a mentor at that time? Okay. Yeah, okay, good. Hey, um, I'm glad you're coming to Swift. That's gonna be a plus, and you're gonna enjoy it. Trust me. Trust me. All the hype you hear is a bunch of horseshit. Uh, yeah, Honey Badger, she's a pro going live. Yeah, yeah, she is. She does. And I watched her yesterday. Hey, she gave me a shout out too. That's pretty cool. She's another a fellow Swifty. Um, yeah, I'm gonna have to get with her and find out how she was able to get it. She does it a lot, and I'm gonna do more. I got some other cameras that I'm gonna end up mounting, but I already knew that I wasn't gonna stay in this truck, so I didn't want to bring all of that stuff with me on this trip. But when I go back home for Easter, I'll be in a new truck. Um, um, Am I going to be a mentor by then? To finish answering the other question, um, I sincerely hope so. I did try to submit an app for application for mentoring a couple of weeks ago, and it said it wouldn't let me submit the application because I didn't I hadn't hit the time the 6 months. Just don't do it, Victor Newman. Don't do what? Don't be a mentor. Is that what you're asking me? What's what you're saying? Don't be a mentor. Uh, but I resent the application today, and it went through. So I expect sometime soon for them to get back with me, and I know it'll be next week because I'm going to be at the terminal, um, either Phoenix or Salt Lake. No, that's right. You said I have to be a mentor. Uh, I got to. And I'm curious to know why you think I shouldn't. Uh, Time for explore. Go to the gym in another state. I'm sorry. I can't. By the time I get through reading those, they go away. Um, but I'm working on doing something different here. Um, I'm curious to know why you think I shouldn't be a mentor. I'll be no too. The mentor is doing a dedicated Walmart account. It's difficult to be back every day. Uh, what he's saying is that being a mentor, he's having some trouble getting his backs in and all that good stuff. You getting any loads? I just dropped one off 1,500 miles run. I just dropped it off earlier today, so they'll redispatch me tomorrow, and I don't have any any doubt that I'll be redispatched. I get another load. Go owner op. I've been in trucking for about 7 months, and no, I'm not gonna go owner op right now. Uh, I I'm a seasoned businessman, and I make I say make because my businesses are still running. My sons are running my businesses right now, and um, I'll do a little bit of a video about. I've done some about owner op, and um, I don't know enough about trucking to become an owner operator, and I don't believe anyone, excuse me, that's in a business, whatever type of job you do, that you should jump out into left being an owner. Um, you ain't the only one just left being on up. I tell you what, um, uh, people do it because they think that's what trucking is about, and that's where all the money is, and everybody want to go straight to the money. They want to just jump right into, oh, I fix to go. You know, there's no get rich schemes nowhere. I mean, it just don't work. Um, um, there's no get rich deals. Okay, you have to pace yourself, and you have to learn the business. And after you learn the business, then you can, start spending some money. Your company can X my lease. Uh, can X my lease. I'm sorry, I didn't understand. Uh, Repeat that for me. Um, I am seriously thinking about doing a lease here with through Swift, and Really, I would do the lease just because I want you guys to have that experience, and I would go through it and tag you along with me, and then you can learn about about the lease program and how they work. And um, it would work a little bit different for me than it would for most. Okay, so you won't be getting the exact experience for, but you'll get, you'll get some in and outs. Um, Come on, baby. I just have a pretty weak connection, and I'm, in the back of this truck, and but I'm actually, I tried to park close to the building, thinking that I would get, some good signal, but I'm not getting uh, very good signal. So if you guys are coming in, I'm not seeing them on here, and I am trying to pull you guys up on my with my laptop so that I can see it. Uh, where am I? I'm in Laredo, Texas. I'm actually at the Swift Yard in Laredo. And what type of businesses and any tips? Yes, I do. I have real estate. Um, I have a lot of real estate, rent houses and stuff. And I also have a youth sports management business. What I do is host tournaments like AAU basketball and football, not football, I'm sorry, basketball, baseball, softball, volleyball, uh, tournaments and stuff. And then I video those games and spotlight the star athletes. And then I bring those star athletes into my little network, and then I promote them to colleges. Okay. Uh, uh, Victor, you heading to Laredo? Come on, man. Do I need to hide? uh, um, it does really good. I've been doing that business for quite a while, and it's made me. What's up? The big guy trucker. Um, it does very well. It's made me. You know, I've built up a nice little nest egg with that, and I have three boys, two girls, and uh, two of my boys are running my youth sports management business and my real estate, and my other son drives trucks. TJ, I appreciate you. I hope that you continue. I hope that I continue to give you content that you can enjoy, brother. Um, uh, but what I want to get out of trucking is my other son, who's in trucking, wants more trucks. He wants to become own a fleet of trucks where he can, you know, not really be driving, but manage his trucks. Yes, he does love it. Yes, he does. I love it. Good deal. Appreciate you, brother. Uh, you take your state test on Tuesday. You'll knock that out. Knock it out, and then get on here and let everybody know you got it. Once you get a CDL, it's like a golden ticket, you know, and you're never gonna be out of work. You can do so much with CDL. Just have to protect it, and you'll do just fine. Okay. So my son does heavy haul, and I was going to go to Swift and work for Swift for a year, and then go do heavy haul because I needed that time. I needed that year because other routes that I was going to take to get my CDL would have got my CDL, a little bit sooner, but because I didn't have any experience on the CDL, the insurance wouldn't allow me to pull heavy haul. And so it made sense for me to just go ahead and go with Swift. And learn how to drive the truck, spend some time uh, getting some experience and learning some things, and it was the right decision. Eventually, I will though. I will uh, spend some time running uh, doubles with my son and help him build his trucking business. I don't know of a greater thing, a greater calling on, definitely on a man's life, to take care of his wife, number one, and his and leave a legacy for his children. And that's why I still, you know, work. I could just retired a long time ago. I mean, I don't need to. I could go buy my son 20 brand new trucks cash if I wanted to, but that doesn't teach him how to maintain it, how to keep it, how to grow it, and how to build a business. And I would I would not have been a good steward over all of the sacrifices that I've made over all the years to build what I have. Well spoken, sir. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna always try to give you guys uh, good content, man. And I was gonna speak the truth regardless. Um, but I'm really trying to get on here where I can see y'all's comments. Okay, I think it's trying to come up on here. When I get my other truck, I'm going to get a Wi-Fi box and mount it so that I can always have good, strong internet. This is a issue when y'all come out here. You know, getting signals just to something you don't even think about. Every night your phone updates, right? It frees up memory by sending data from your phone to your cloud or whatever, right? Well, oh, you don't get that, so your phone ends up with all this backed up data, and then it says your phone's so acting weird because it doesn't have enough space to free up. You wouldn't even think about that until you get out here. That's all right. I want to mentor this week. Detroit terminal. It's hard for you and family to you first to start it. Uh, I made a video about that. What device do you have? Someone trying to. What advice do I have for anybody trying to get involved in real estate? Don't do it um, unless you gonna try to do some commercial. What the way I got started in real estate was flipping houses, and I flipped them and flipped them and flipped them. Then I bought a new construction to rent. Then I flipped and flipped and flipped and got a new construction to rent. Then I flipped more, flip more, and I kept doing it until I got 10 uh, rent houses. And but I have more than that now. But those are brand new. Those are built from the ground up, new construction. So while all my buddies was flipping houses, and I watched them, balling. I was still driving a beater, living in a townhouse with my wife and 4 kids, and it was rough, but I kept reinvesting my money instead of spending it on cars and jewelry and trying to impress somebody. And now the real estate market, in order to make money the way I was making it, and it was very, very, very lucrative. Once the banks, you know, the government told the banks, "Up, no more of that predatory lending." Um, the house flipping deal went down the tanks, and them guys lost everything. They couldn't maintain all those payments because they weren't flipping houses anymore. And then that's all gone. And I actually bought some of their properties before they lost them. And hey, it's business, man. You have to learn it. And I was fortunate. I was fortunate to have somebody who teach me how business work and how money works. And I'm going to teach people get in my truck. I fed on your channel. How long have you been with Swift? Uh, uh, I've been driving for 6 months, and I hadn't regretted a single minute of it. All the bullshit that you hear, I haven't heard. I hadn't witnessed any of that, any of it. I would recommend anybody. People talk about Swift. Let me tell you something. What if uh, I walked out into the street and got a megaphone and said, "Hey, I saw that person, raping a goat in the back pasture back there an hour ago." How many people in the crowd is going to believe what I said? Probably better than half, and I'm doing low balling, okay? Better than half are going to believe that bullshit, and you know damn well you hadn't. We could have just been sitting at the table together eating dinner, and then got up and I walked out the street and said that. Have no validity to it at all. But just because somebody says it, a lot of people like to feed off of it. Why? Because it's it's a drama type of situation. What? This guy is, humping a goat in the backfields. That guy right there, really? Wow. You know, Instead of going, get the fuck out of here. That shit, no, hell no, 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 it's drama. So they want to latch on to it. It's the same thing with Swift. You know, Swift has horrible drivers. That's a blanket statement. It's like just like saying, you know, all Muslim people, are evil, or all of something is something else. It's just ignorant, ignorance. Refrigerator trailer. Oh crap. Um, but don't believe the hype, the craziness, lies that people like to tell about Swift, man. It's just untrue. Okay, uh, come on out here and have you some fun. You know, all up. Shit. Sorry. I'm trying to get. I'm gonna give up on that and just focus on the screen, and hopefully I can read y'all's comments before they disappear on me. Okay, but I don't care what company you go with, man. Uh, you know, with the exception of CR England. The reason why I don't want you to go to CR England is because they're gonna get automatic restriction on your license, and you just don't want to have that. And then people going, "Oh man, all trucks are going automatic." That is true. That's true. But that don't give you carte blanche to, tie your hands. Okay. I mean, think about it. What you're doing is justifying taking the easy route. Okay. Don't do that. Don't do it. You wouldn't send your kid down the easy route if you know down the end at the end of that route it could possibly cause them some danger. It's a good company, but you have to have a good mentor. Um, Again, that's an issue where people like to say Swift doesn't have good mentors and all that. And go to No Hippie Barbecue. He was with Prime, and find out how. Watch his journey and see what he has to say about mentors. I have a video on my page with my roommate talking about his mentor with Prime, and he said his mentor picked him up, and in the same day went to the bunk, went to sleep with this guy, and this guy ain't hadn't driven a truck. The only thing he did was drive on a simulator. You talking about shitty mentors? It's not just Swift. This is industry wide. And when I say, hey, so don't do it, don't be a mentor. I just you guys, I got to. I have to. What I'm gonna do? I should have a responsibility to you. You are the hobbyist. You want to come out here. I mean, I can't mentor everybody, but I can damn sure have a restriction on my class teaching automatic. I mean, if that's what you have, um, if that's what you have on your license, you already got it. It's nothing whole lot you can do about it. Yeah, but I did the same. Somebody's must mentor sucked ass. Hey man, what I want to do is give you guys a good experience as a mentor, okay? And what I want is for you to get your 6 months in, and then I want you to become a mentor, and I want you to mentor your students just like I did to you, okay? So now that's me and you doing it, okay? 6 months later, my new student and your new student, will be able to mentor. Okay, so now it's four of us, and we're just going to keep on flipping the numbers, and we only going to take the UBIS as our students, and we're going to build a network of mentors that are moral based, where they have some responsibility for the person that they're mentoring, and not just see a paycheck out of them. And that's the issue. Okay, uh, driver or driver, you are late for my load. I didn't get that one. Driver, you're late for my load. I ain't never been late for a load. I don't know, maybe a joke I didn't get. I'm sorry, but that's the reason why I want to mentor. I want to eventually build a network of good mentors here at Swift that's only for the UBist, and I'm gonna do it. Believe that. I'm not gonna say it if I don't already have a plan to make it happen. Guarantee that. Okay, that's just part of being good with business. Okay, I'm not gonna go buy a piece of property to build a house on, to rent the house when it's not feasible. I got a plan. I'm gonna put it right in the midst of where it's needed. Okay, you want to be successful in business. I'll tell you what: find a need and fill it. Do it for free. Uh, you damn near doing it for free. If you start thinking about the what you would give to your mentor, to your students, as long along the way, you need to wait by the gate. The door. I'm sorry. I need to wait by the gate. Resend that. Resend that because I didn't get it. But anyways, um, uh, for me, bro, money. Swift cannot pay me enough money. They can't. They can't. They can't pay me. They'd have to pay me what the CEO make to influence me at all. Okay. The money that I make here is nothing. Can Yes. Can an older student request an older mentor? You sure can. I did it. Okay. You can say I don't want one that smokes. I don't want one that is on dedicated. You can say whatever, give, and they'll, as long as you're willing to wait, they'll get the one that's gonna work for you. I had to have a guy that was. I wanted an older guy that didn't smoke. That's what I wanted, and that's what I got, and it worked out really good. But hey man, I don't chase money. Money has they don't. You know, I make money because I know how to make money, but I don't go chase it. Victor, I take all students. What's going on? What's going on to you? Uh, no, I need that young guy. uh, yeah, I'm assuming you saying you want to need a young guy as a mentor, and hey, you might find a good one. That would be a good thing for you. Everything will balance out. Otherwise, you riding with me listening to the OJs and Led Zeppelin and the Cretans and shit. You're like, what the hell? Put some Cardi B in there. I know that's what you're thinking, right? Let me tell you something. I don't. Let me see. I just finished my last day at the academy test on Tuesday. Test it out, bro. You gonna pass it? Not a problem. Blow through it. Blow through it. Get that CDL so you can come out here and burn some fuel. Have you start your career and uh, and uh, and make something happen. You can do it. You can do it. Blow that air horn. I would, but I'm seeing people with their curtains pulled. And what I did was where I dropped. You have to drop the trailer. It's going into Mexico, so I dropped the trailer at this yard. And I passed. Oh, good deal. Good deal. I'm glad to hear that. I love it. Hey, I keep saying it, man. Those CDLs is a golden ticket. Whereas home is Houston. I live in Houston, and I was just there yesterday. So look, guys, you know that run I was just on. Not only did I get here on time, I actually deviated from what the Qualcomm said. Now pull Swift pin. Yeah, good luck. You can pull on it as hard as you want to, but it's got air. It ain't going. Hey, from Motown. I live 20 minutes from the Phoenix terminal. That's where you want to go. That's where if you can get dispatched out of Phoenix, that's cool. And you can also do flatbed and uh, out there. They have step deck and quite a bit of different things over there. If you want to do reefer, you go through Salt Lake. From what I'm just going off of what uh, I've been told, but uh, I don't do reefer, but I'm at Salt Lake. I just got like 100, 220 Freightliner Cascadias. Yes, they did get a lot of Freightliner Cascadias, and they brand new. Yes, indeed. Um, the one of the guys that I went through the academy with had 2016. When I got this in 2019, I was laughing. Boom, baby! I got 2019. He got a 2016. Now he got a 20. Got it last week. Him and I coming to Swift. The team drive. Hey, that's a good deal, man. I see a lot of husband and wife teams rolling, and that's a fun thing. I wish my wife would do shit. She wouldn't get in here. My wife's a nurse, and if I told her to go get a CDL and come drive these trucks with me, she probably put a thermometer in my mouth trying to see if I'm losing my mind, got a fever or something. As hard as she worked to become a nurse, but um, my daughter, I have two daughters. One's a nurse. Well, she's in nursing school, so last year, and when she get finished, I can quit paying for the freaking school, and she can go out and start her career. Uh, Everything's going uphill since my instructor had to pull a trolley valve. Uh, Learn from my mistake. Uh, but anyways, my 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 wife she's really cool. And earlier there was a question about having this in your family and all that good stuff. Hey, you have got to have a very understanding spouse, or your family got to be on board with what you're doing before you come out here and start burning fuel. You want to make sure that they understand why you're doing it and how long you're going to be gone, and then don't you be greedy. Okay, you can have a trucking career and a family at the same time. So listen to your family. If they say, you know, Dad, we need you to be home a little bit more, you listen to your family. You know, maybe they're telling you something. Okay, so you need to do that. But you team driving with your forever. That's if you're team driving with your spouse, man, that's the freaking bomb right there. I would love to see my wife every day. Well, actually, we did. We went to nursing school together. Um, I took I took nursing classes all the way up to the point where you actually get into the program. So all of those scientists, those classes, I took them because I said, I'm thinking about going into trucking. We'll switch each video and watch. You was pushing me over. And walk. I hope so, bro. I hope that I'm helping you to see the real Swift, not what the public wants you to think. With last class gonna be automatic, so no restrictions on my license. Good. If you don't have any restrictions on your license, you really don't want one. You don't want a restriction on your license only because it limits any options. Now, I was actually watching a lady from Prime doing yep, them lot liz of my family. I hope not, boy. Uh, the only automatics out. Uh, this was about the first time I started with you. Oh yes, if I was nervous when I started with my mentor, no. I'm a little bit different person though, so uh, I'm not uh, probably a good person to judge that going out with a mentor. Was I Your question was, I nervous about it? People don't scare me. So I'm not really good to take that bit of advice from. I mean, I can be sitting right here right now. Somebody could open that door and walk in here. I'm not scared. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, but I'm not scared. People don't scare me. People don't scare me because I already know it's only one or two things going to happen. Either I'm going to kill him or he's going to kill me. That's it. uh, yeah, damn right. Yeah. You know, uh, if you get only thing that I was my mentor was freaking awesome. Um, uh, he taught me the experience that I got with my mentor is what I want to give to you guys, and plus some other things that I believe that I would have benefited from had we had those opportunities. But see, my mentor taught me how to run. That's why I can do what I can do. That happened. You you're going to be on that truck almost 4 weeks. Just we would have been shy of 4 weeks, but we was in that little Christmas time and New Year's time, and then he had a death in his family, and so that added about a week to it. But we was running so freaking hard. We would have been done a long time ago. And then, uh, uh, where's Kevin Knight at? Where's Kevin Knight? I don't know what they're talking about. So, uh, I want everybody to have a mentor like that, and 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 I hope to start building mentors. Hey, DL. uh, 3 months on the truck running. Good. Uh, but I want to be a mentor that's gonna, leave an impression on my students where they will become mentors and they will mentor in a way that is going to be conducive to success. That's my goal. As long as my students listen to me, they're willing to do what I'm telling them to do, then they're going to be extremely successful. Because I am, you know. I'm not going to teach them anything that I don't do, you know, or any way that I wouldn't want to be treated. I ain't going to treat them you know, all I expect for my students to do is listen, learn, and be clean, you know. Hang your ass out the window when you want to fart. So I don't, that kind of stuff. I hope I meant to be here in Phoenix. So when I go home, uh, you know, that's a good thing. He said when he helped his mentors from Phoenix. Um, let's say I'm from Houston and you're my student. Can I be your first student? Hey, it's gonna. I got a list of like almost 40 people right now, so it ain't even a mentor yet. Okay, so that's why we're gonna build this little network. Okay, it's gonna take some time. Really is. But what I want is the people who are going through right now that they may have the mentors that they have. Uh, you're gonna set up a truck repair shop or keep driving. Oh, because my truck broke down. Uh, take us all at the same time. Yeah, I could put you all in the back of the trailer, and you can just one to jump out and get in, another go back there, and you can make a living room and shit back there. That would be really cool going through those safety checks, right? You know, uh, my truck has some issues. There are electrical issues that I don't want to deal with anymore, and one of them is a DOT violation. So they got to take the truck back. What kind of truck am I driving right now? This is a Volvo, and it's a 2019 Volvo. and it was doing really, really well. I really liked it. However, it's developed a pretty nasty little uh, um, electrical issue, and the issue is it continues to drain the battery. If I when I touch the engine off, something electrical is staying on, and then about 3 hours into my sleeper berth, the truck will go off and wake me up. Is Swift doing me right? Hell yeah, hell yeah. Matter of fact, I'm gonna prove it. I'm gonna prove it. This truck, it's 2019. I'm gonna go take this truck to Phoenix, and they're gonna give me a brand new truck. Watch. I'm gonna go and say I want a new truck. I want to know. I watch and see what they do. Next week I'm gonna have another truck. I'm gonna do a video on it. It's gonna be a 2020. Watch. And I ain't just trying to act like I'm all magnificent. I'm all the shit. But you know what? I know for 2019 Cascadia, Freightliner Cascadia. I bet that's a nice truck. You know. Uh, they all coming with fridge and 220s also. Oh, I'm coming. You might go to Phoenix and get a 220. That's 2020. Yeah, I'll be there. That's what I'm headed. So as soon as tomorrow morning roll around, they get me some freight to go that way, and they're gonna Monday I'll be in a 2020. Watch what I'm telling you. I learned on a 2007 Volvo, a manual. It shut off the batteries. Okay, this one don't have it. Have 300,000 mile experience as a house shot driver. Come on, come on. Inbox me with your email. Everybody listening. Yes, the 2020s I have a refrigerator. Listen, uh, uh, 2P. I don't know. I don't know what that means. Send it again. A new 2P. You lost me. Excuse me. Uh, any difference between Knight and Swift? Man, the only difference that I know is that Knight is Knight and Swift is Swift. I really be honest with you. I'm not trying to be a smart ass. There is some differences, obviously, because they different companies, but they supposedly, well, they didn't supposedly. Swift and Knight merged, um, and I tell you what I know about it. Not a goddamn thing. Let me tell you. Let me tell you how much I want to know about it. Not a goddamn thing. The 2020s. Yeah, what a new message retracted. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't care. Let me tell you something. What Mr. CEO of Knight discussed with Mr. CEO of Swift about coming together, you and I will never know the truth. So why look for it? Number two, it ain't my goddamn business. It ain't my business. You know what I care about? I care about that Qualcomm going off. Bling bling. Here's a load. Take it over there. And I go pick that load up, take it over there, and then they go bling bling. Here your money. That's all I give a shit about. That's it. And that they don't bother me. They let me do my thing with you guys. Long as they cool with that, we gonna get along damn good. I don't give a shit if Night Flight, Right, Bite, whoever the hell, and Swift, Hif, Diff, whoever fuck. I don't give a shit. That's got nothing to do with us. So we don't need to concern ourselves with other people's business. This truck belong to Swift. Swift's this is their business, not mine. So I don't give a shit what they do. Uh, I'm a dry van. Am I dry van roof? I'm dry van. Uh, oh, I'm just trying to choose. Uh, I can only tell you, I can only witness to you, brother, what's going on with Swift. How much can you make per mile? I don't know. How dedicated are you to being a driver? How much time you want to, spend in the sleeper berth? How much time? And I'm not talking about you specifically. I'm just talking about a general answer to your question. Okay. Uh, People ask me all the time, man, come over here, get more cents per mile. You the Ubius, bro. We don't do cents per mile. We don't care about that. Whatever they are paying, that's what they're paying. Okay. The difference is whether or not you can drive the miles. Okay. If they give you 10 cents a mile and you drive 1,000 miles a day, you're not gonna do that. I'm just giving you an example. Or let's just say a week, 1,000 miles a week. They paying you 10 cents a mile. Another company say, hey, I'm gonna give you $1 a mile. They give you 10 miles a week. What difference does it make, right? Right? Come on, man. One company gonna may pay you more per mile and give you less miles, you make less money. Another company may pay you a little less per mile, but they're gonna have a shitload of miles for you to drive. You know, and for some people, it ain't gonna make a difference how much you pay them, cause they gonna spend a shitload of time in the goddamn bunk, or they're gonna be, let me not even be overly harsh to those drivers. Um, when they want to take their 30, they pull into a truck stop and take their 30. Do still pull a lot of reefer? Hell yeah, shit yeah. And um, Salt Lake does a lot of the Salt Lake Terminal. They do a lot of reefer. Uh, let's say you people, man. They again, I'm not trying to be overly harsh. I'm just telling you what the fact is. So if people go to truck stops, they on the highway, interstate. It's time for them to do their 30-minute break. They pull into a truck stop, take their 30 minutes. When they leave, they're gonna done spent over an hour at that truck stop. You can't help it. We run 24/7 right now with my mentor and then the reefer. Uh, that's a good deal to mentor in with reefer because you get a lot of backs in. I still haven't been getting a lot of miles to run. I think. Oh, I missed that. You said he's not getting a lot of miles. I wonder what lane you're in. And if it has anything to do with um, the area that you're in. That's kind of weird. Tons of backs every day. Yeah, I know it, man, because you're doing reefer. So let's say you decide later on that you don't want to do reefer when you get away from your mentor. You want to do drive in. Um, you can do it because you have experience driving that 53-foot box behind you. But let's say guy go with me. You're gonna do drive in with me. Yeah, we're gonna do some backing and shit like that. But if you get ready to go to reefer, you got to be retrained because you got to know what how to drive in versus out of Florida. 8 to 10 backs a day. Yeah, shit. Yeah, I know you do. I know you do. But if you come drive with me, you can get at least 6 backs every day. Every day. I don't care if we're on a long run and we 2 days away from a shipper. We still gonna pull into a truck stop in the middle of the day where ain't nobody else there, and you're gonna pull into some lanes. We're gonna do some backs every day. So, anyways, this guy goes to a truck stop. It's gonna take you a while to get in there, then park. Then you gotta go in and do whatever you gotta do, and you gotta come back out and finish snacking what you want to snack on. Then you gotta try to get up out of there. And it's gonna be out every time. So that's just not. It's just now he may not be lazy, but just got bad habits. Okay. I'm gonna do a 30. I'm gonna pull over to the rest area. If I get out, it's just so I can go pee. Then I'm gonna get right back in my truck and I'm looking for that joker to turn 31 minute. Bing, take off again. So I just gained at least an hour on him per day of drive time. Okay. So what he gets paid cents per mile and what I get paid cents per mile, uh, it doesn't matter if I'm driving more miles than he driving because they can pay him more than they pay me, but I'm gonna still make more money than him. You see? So don't get caught up in cents per mile. Don't now look, don't be suckered. You know what the market is. Make sure you get your value, get your worth, okay? But don't let that be the side effect of avoid truck stop. Yeah, I avoid too. Bad delivery. Uh, uh, you know, you know, in our industry, truck stops are a part of what we do, and we got to get in there. But uh, as in, you gonna I mentor you the same way I do myself. I'm at a terminal right now. I hope they get rid of the 30-minute uh, break rule break. Well, I hadn't been out here, I guess, long enough for it to be a real issue. I think people need to stop for a minute, and sometimes I stop, and it ain't 30-minute break, but I only stop like about 5 or 10 minutes because I might have uh, I might feel my legs getting tired, and I need to get some blood circulating, so I might pull over in the rest area, get out, just walk around the truck a couple of times, get right back in and take off. Uh, um, you know, you got to. Sometimes you don't really know that you're getting tired, or that your back's getting tired. You're not really, you think that you're feeling okay until something happens and your body has to react quick. And so when I start getting restless legs, I know that my body's getting tired, so I might pull over and walk around the truck a little bit, get the blood percolating, and keep going. So I want to be able to react when something goes wrong, right? So the government say people who don't want to stop, uh, drive in the middle of a winter storm. Thank goodness we ain't got to worry about that too much for the rest of the season. To have a 30-minute break mandatory, sometimes you have to do that. You have to govern some people and say, look, you know, at this point, if you've been driving for 7.5 consecutive hours in that seat on your bum, your body physically needs to stretch out. So stop your ass, pull over on the side of the road, take 30 minutes to do that, and then get on back on the road for the safety of everybody else around you. So I don't think it's an overreach. I just believe um, I do believe that if you have um, hours, if your body can keep driving, you're not tired, you can continue to drive, that you shouldn't be regulated to stop at at that particular time. Uh, do you check the air pressure in those tires? 2019, where up? Shit, it was a storm. Good evening. I'm sorry. Some of these messages are going in, so they're disappearing on my phone so quick. I can't get the gist of them. So just resend or repost them if I don't answer your question. That's not that I'm ignoring you, but just go ahead on and redo it. Just copy paste, do it again. Okay, help me out, and I'll answer your questions. Um, Not a problem. And I'm gonna get better at these lives. I'm gonna start doing them on I think on 2 days a week for sure. Uh, on Northwest. Uh, I do. I'm at the um, northeast. That's where I'm generally running. Um, through Michigan and uh, um, sometimes the Carolinas, Virginia. Uh, I'm in that area. I even went up into New Jersey a couple times. I here turn around and get my ass out there fast as I can. But um, that's I'm from the South, but they throw me up there in the North with all of the snow and stuff. I ain't never seen it before in my life. And so I driving trucks and I get up there into that stuff. But that's where I'm at. New England. So I guess you get a little bit of snow, right? Uh, what's from home based. My home base is Salt Lake. I'm based out of Salt Lake, and the reason I chose Salt Lake is because Salt Lake. My mentors, his driver leader, was out of Salt Lake, and I watched how he was being taken care of. So I wanted the driver leader to take care of me. I went from 140 miles to 1,414 miles. Remember? That's the other day. Hey, hey, man, that's that entrepreneurial sixth sense kick in. But hey, man, what's your driver? What's your driver manager name? Can you take me? You know, he put in a good word. She took me because, and really, she really wasn't supposed to take me because she does shuttle and she already has her plate full. But she convinced her bosses to let her take me on, and I'm glad she did. But all they gotta do is dispatch me. I'm on autopilot for them. So uh, they take good care of me, and I try to take good care of them. Um, I try to make myself. It's like I want you guys to do. Try to make yourself valuable. If you make yourself valuable, then I don't give a shit if it's Swift or Knight or who. Are you gonna be a trainer then at Swift? Yes. In fact, I put my application in today. When I get my truck from Swift, is there a particular model that I should request based on the recommendations? Yeah, request one that ain't gonna break down. I, what? As new as you can get them. Listen, this is 2019, man, and I gotta get out of this. Some bitch, you won't let me sleep. It's got fucking issues. What the fuck? It's only got 102,000 miles on it. Damn, man. Um, Swift is phasing out the 2016s, so you may even be getting that 2017 and newer, and uh, they're they're pretty much the same now. They really are. I mean, they might have a little bit of difference in the bunks area. Uh, uh, it's not even broken yet. I think it's not even broken in yet. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. But the problem with this truck, really, um, I believe what happened was the windshield seal is broken, right? And the snow and rain would eventually come in back behind the windshield, and it leaked down and it got into the junction box where the harness comes from the outside, and then it's got the connection, right? And then on the inside they come together, and the outside talks to the inside of the truck, right? And water got in there and corroded it. I saw it because when it's at the dealership, the tech showed me, and I know exactly what he's talking about because I lived that. Okay, anybody about 6 months approximately. What's the average income weekly after taxes? Um, Let me say this: the new drivers coming in, I would count on about 40 to 45, maybe 50,000. If you're pushing really, 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 really hard and you're doing really good, you might get 50,000 as a gross for your first year, and that's pretty damn good. Even 45,000 is really, really good in your first year in a career. So, oh man, I want more than that. Well, no, you might shit. I want to date with Haley Berry, but you listen. We're going to talk about what's real. Okay, real shit. You can listen to people on YouTube. Yeah, you come over here, you're gonna make $100,000 your first year, man. Hell no, hell no, no, no. Okay, reality. You're gonna have some weeks where you're gonna make $1,000 gross, and you're gonna have some. Is it, you talk about after taxes, bro. The reason why I'm keep on talking about gross, and I'm not trying to ignore your question, but what I take home after taxes and what you take home after taxes is two different things because we're gonna set our deductions different. You know, I mean, I may be getting vision and shit. You ain't getting that, okay? What are some of them? Fucking went away. So I'm sorry, man. Resend that one. Um, so uh, I have to talk to you about gross. Can you request and decline accounts? Uh, you can you can do regional. Yes, if it can have a account close to your house, you can do regional. You can even do dedicated and run lane through your house. You know, you can sort of have accounts where you can be home every day. Shuttle drivers are home every day. So, you know, you can do it however you want to do it. I chose uh what is some of the good pointers performed from the 90. Uh am I going to be in Canada? Um yeah, somebody a pointer for the 90. I didn't understand that one. So I'm not ignoring your question, just didn't understand it. So rephrase it for me. Uh, whenever you're going across a border from United States into Canada or into Mexico, oh, and it pointed with 90-degree backing. Yeah, don't do them if you're gonna have to. we we're gonna do them all when you work with me, bro. I'm just kidding. You know, they need real pointers. Get out and look. I don't give a damn if you straight line it. The best advice for Mac is to get out and look. So if you're gonna cross a border, if it's Canada or or Mexico, hey, your ass getting paid, brother. You getting paid. Yeah, because you have to. I don't give a shit if you working. Me and my classmate have to pass it uh for your test. Man, don't don't fret that. If you got to pass it, that means y'all been practicing it out of the yard, right? Just do what you practiced. I had the same thing come up with a lady, one of the UBist from Corsicana. She tested yesterday, and actually my wife is from Canada. Uh, well, no, Alberta, cash money. Look, I know that also Canada has some sort of licensing thing for commercial licenses with like 10 G's for their commercial permits in Canada. So if you already have a CDL and you're in Canada, bro, your ass fixing to get doctor money. Okay. The ins and outs of that, I'm not real sure. I'm not Canadian, eh? So you might want to check it out. And it's because I was watching a guy on YouTube, but this guy he's from Canada, and and he don't do that hypey talking kind of stuff. He talks about trucking business, and then he was talking about that. So some people like Jake Canal, I listen to them because and I believe that what they say is right, is truth, because they're not about hype, they're about giving out information. And so check that out. But look, um, and you and your wife should team drive from across the border from the United States to Canada, and make you some damn good money doing it. Young lady, one of the UBiest, struggled a little bit uh, with her test, and I got wind of it, so I called her up. I said, "Hey, it's 50." She's like, "Oh my God, yeah." No, it's not. I'm not a freaking movie star or anything. I'm just, somebody who want to see you succeed. We talked for a little bit, and then just like I'm telling you, you're about a straight back, parallel, offset, whatever. You can do it. Uh, if it was what you do for driving stamina. What do I do for driving stamina? Uh, when you get on a truck with me, we're gonna do a lot of books on tape. I listen to that. Well, I'll say books on tape. They have them downloaded on my pad, and so I listen to a lot of successful people read books. Okay, and since we're driving, I listen to the books on on my pad, and you'd be surprised how much time passes by while you're listening to an author read their book to you. Um, Plus, it's putting something in your cranium, some good information in your cranium. So when people start talking to me, um, I do a lot of history stuff, a lot of financial stuff, uh, the personal growth books, but I like history, real true history. So when people, believe it or not, they'll say to me, "Hey, um, you know, we get into a political conversation," and they go, "Are you a Republican?" And I'm thinking, "Yeah, yeah, I'm black. I'm a Republican. Um, how long will you have to be? How long will I have to be a mentor?" I think if your question is how long do you have to be an employee at Swift to become a mentor, it's uh, 6 months to become a mentor. If you're asking how long it'll be before I know when I'm going to be a mentor, um, probably Monday or Tuesday. I don't know. I'm going to give. I'm going. They're not going to tell me no. It's just how long it's going to be for the next class. Okay. Um, how long do you? Oh, how long do you have to be with a mentor at Swift? Which is another reason why I chose Swift. You don't have to be on a truck with a mentor driving behind the wheel for 200 hours. And I started doing the math. I figured that should be somewhere around a month, maybe 5 weeks. And it took me and my mentor about 4 weeks to get finished of me actually driving. All the other companies are a lot longer than that. A lot longer than that. And if be quite frank with you, if you 200 hours with a mentor, you can't get it. Your ass don't need to be driving. I mean, that's just there might be some things that you want to sharpen up on to build some confidence on, but you should be able to drive the truck. How are you? How are the 200 hours counted? Whenever you log on yourself onto the Qualcomm and start driving, boom, the thing starts counting down your 14. Or you're using your same hour clock just like I use my hour clock. They know how long the good mint know how long I've been driving. $100 million lawsuit against Swift in the news. Yeah. Uh, I'm sorry I didn't catch the second one. A $100 million lawsuit against Swift is in the news. Yeah. I saw um, a gorilla nursing a. Uh, if you can get $200, get a new job, right? Are you gonna be a lease driver? Yes, I am, but I'm gonna be a lease driver. I saw a gorilla nursing a lion cub on the news. Okay, yeah, you see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm getting? Is it true? Yeah, maybe. I don't know, but I don't have to pay none of it, so I don't give a shit. People get sued all the time. I can sue you. You get sued all the time. And that happens, uh, things that happens, uh, in daily life. We can't concern ourselves with all that, man. We're just gonna keep on. You keep focused. Stay focused. You know. Did you? Did I see the driver protesting in Chicago? No. I've been a Swift driver for years in class action. Uh, I'll put you like this. Here. When I was when I was a mechanic, I brought suit against my employer through a um, through the Teamsters Union. Okay, Mechanics in Texas are not union, okay? And we would have to do training after we got off work as mechanics. We would do shop meetings after work. They are giving out money to truck drivers working from 1990. Yeah, well, I didn't work then. I don't give a shit. I ain't trying to cut you off. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to you at all. But uh, uh, what was happening with us was we were, as mechanics, having to work uh, just like a a waitress. Waiters and waitresses, when you are not waiting a table, the restaurant is closed. You have no potential to make more than that $2, $1.25, or whatever it is that they give you. Outside of your tip, you have no way to produce more than that. Therefore, it's will be illegal for you to work because you get paid less than minimum wage. Okay. Well, when as a mechanic, we all use flat rate hours, which means we only get paid off the jobs that we work on. So when you call us into a meeting, you gonna have to give us an hourly salary because we are commission workers. We have no way to make our commission. You follow what I'm saying? So I said, okay, fine. I'm smarter than you, motherfucker. So I went and got the Teamsters, and I was the Teamsters when I was with Southwest Airlines at the same time, and I was a union steward, so I know how to get to them. I'm sorry, bro. Before Swift, I missed that. But anyways, because I'm pumped up trying to tell you about lawsuits. I got the union to come talk to us at the dealership to try to get the shop to unionize. But really, how often are you required to go to a weigh station? Uh, there's a little pre-pass on the window, and it when you drive past the little cameras, it go beep 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 and let your ass know if you got to go in there or not. On the ground and on the freeway, before you get to those little beep 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 lights, there's some weight scales under the ground, and you driving over them. And if it triggers, there is called them a type of personal wage earner. Yep. Uh, Swift in school. I think I can help you get your CDL. Uh, when you're driving down the freeway, you run over a scale, and if it triggers that your ass is heavy, your thing will start beating bread till you get up in there. And it's a rarity that I have to go through one. I don't get them too often. Okay, but um, when I brought the lawsuit against Sterling McCall Auto Group and through my union, um, my character getting, I had no problem in life just going by your vlogs. Good deal, bro. I appreciate you. But really, what I wanted is for myself and my fellow employees to be paid for the time that we are at work. That's all I wanted. And I wanted to have raises, a cost of living raise every year. And the company ended up doing that. They ended up paying us for uh, time that we would spend um, doing the training and stuff like that. It worked out really well for us. I currently work for Amazon. They sent me to get my CDL for free. Yeah, damn right. Yeah, they did. I know they're pretty sure that's a good deal. 50 word of advice. Yes, sir. Word of advice. I'm listen. Uh, W2C. Word. W2C. I don't know. So obviously, through the way trucking worked forever was um, people were having to do on duty tasks off duty, and um, when they were telling you that you were a lease operator, then they wouldn't treat you like an employee. You would like not get some benefits and shit like that. And in reality, you are an employee. You're a lease guy. Don't mean that you're not an owner operator. You're not signed on as an owner operator because Swift still owns the truck, and that's kind of how they can get themselves in trouble. Okay, so what they lawsuit about, shit, I don't know. I really don't care, but I can tell you that it happens, and it happens in every industry. I did that. I sued my employee, and it's crazy, but oh, what is you, what is your food when you're trucking, man? Uh, I'm pretty sure you didn't watch my videos today. I ate some show food. I made ham hocks, greens, and rice, and I'm freaking packed full. My guts ready to pop. Feeling good. Um, but but you don't want to concern yourself with a whole bunch of corporate crap, especially when you know nothing you can do about it. Nothing I can do about that lawsuit because I'm not a part of it. So I don't care. They could be a 10 quadrillion dollars, 10 billion trillion sushi, bacon wrap, steak, lobster, etc. Steak and lobster. I've done steak and shrimps. Sushi. Only fish that I'm gonna eat is gonna be actually cooked. I don't eat nothing raw. Oh, sushi is different. They don't have to just be raw. Man, look, no, I don't mess with that. Any favorite sports teams? Uh, will you be able to follow them on the road? Do I have any favorite sports teams? Yes, the ones who play in my tournaments. They are all my favorites. Other than that, I don't give a shit about no Texan Cowboy. Well, I do have Texas season ticket, but I don't know Cowboy. I mean, you are the king of women. The king of women. I don't know about that. I won for sure. You know, that's it. Um, uh, yes, I have a TV in my truck. Okay, and the TV has got a air antenna, so um, on Sundays, if I'm in a major city, I can pick up the local channel and watch football, or baseball or whatever I want. You can also get, watch the ESPN app that you pay for on your phone. How do you get channels? There's an antenna built in all the trucks, and I didn't have to buy an antenna for my TV. I just you just screw the little cable in there, and it's already built in. Well, you just answered that. You gotta. Did I just? I just want to answer the king of the women. Is that what you're talking about? No, man. Look, I have a queen, and I've been married for 27 years, and I was never married before her. I didn't have any children. When we got married and have any children. Um, we got thank you. Um, we got we got it going on, bro. I mean, she's real cool with me. She let me do what I want. I take care of business, so it's good. Look, man, I saw you was live right here an hour and a half later. Damn, it's been out. Holy shit! We've been out an hour and a half, and I was supposed to just go in there. I was gonna get on here with y'all for a little while. Yeah, pop that Pete. Uh, I was only gonna do it for a little while. Actually, I didn't think it was gonna happen because of uh my signal, and it's really sucked because but I'm learning. I'm learning, and every time I do a live, I'm gonna get better and better and better. Yeah, I'm gonna give a honey badger and tell her, hey, how you do that shit? How you got the damn in the caves and shit and be able to get signal? You know what state you in? Shit, I'm in a crazy ass state of mind. I know that. Uh, I'm in Texas. I'm in Laredo, Texas. I don't mind. I'll tell for what I'm at. What you gonna do? I start Swift on Monday. That's a damn good thing, Timothy. Uh, did you go through Autumn? Did you get with my recruiter? If you don't, if you had to give her a call, I would get you one of these. Give her a call, let her know so you can get on my list. And plus, plus the timing may be right. By the time you get out of school, you might be on the short list and be able to, ride on this truck with me and get some good food and all that good stuff. I've had so many people on that list, but the problem is, it won't even be as far as me being able to mentor you. Uh, it won't happen for at least another couple of weeks. I went through Brandon Evans, the CDL class. Oh, you went through Brandon Evans CDL class yesterday. I don't know what it is. Uh, is that a good headset? Um, all the ones that I bought. What's Autumn's number? Look at my last videos. My last few videos, I always put her information at the back of them, bro. And if you can't get me, then I'll give you my email. And somebody else just went away. I'm sorry. Um, 50 plus trucker talk at gmail.com is my mail. 50 plus the blue trigger. Um, I don't know if that meant blue pirate. Isn't it blue trigger, blue tiger? But this is the blue pirate. And blue parrot, blue parrot, parrot, blue parrot. The ones that I ordered are the 450s, 350s, and the 450 camos. What do you choose? Dry over. Uh, I didn't have any uh desire to haul reefer with messing with the temperature and having rejected material and all that kind of stuff. I just want to roll. I just want to make money, and they pay you more for reefer. You get more per mile. I don't know how much more per mile, but I know they pay more per mile. They're pay more for flatbed too. More bullshit. It's more bullshit to just to deal with. I want to go make my money, drop it off, go make some more money. Okay, this is how business people think. Okay, I want your business, but once I got your business, I want your business the hell out of my way so I can go get some business. Because as long as I'm doing business with you, I'm not doing business with somebody else. So what I'm saying is, my Qualcomm goes off. They give me a load. I take that load and I start on it. I want it to be over because I can't get another one. You see, it kind of seems funny, but it's with all dropping. No, I wish it was. I wish it was all dropping hooks. Yeah, you know, a lot, 90% of what I do is dropping hooks. Well, I'll take that back. Probably about 60% of what I do is dropping hooks. Do they give new hires, new trucks? They gave me in 2019. Uh, do you turn? Hell no, I never turn down a load. Do all the money out there go to? I'm sorry, man. I missed do all the money out there go to. I missed it. Uh, when I was talking about this run, about how I got on this big run, the last thing I told y'all on the shrimp video, when I cooked what's the shrimp? I think that was that I cooked the fish and shrimp. I told y'all one of the reasons why Swift treats me so well is because I play the game, bro. I do what they ask me to do, and I do it to the best of my abilities. And I don't give a shit what come up on that load on that Qualcomm. Hey, I don't know. It could have been a test too. You know what I mean? Let's give him this 150-mile run and see if he take it. I don't turn down no loads. I took the 150-mile run, and it was like 24 hours sit time to go run 141 miles. And hell yeah, take it all. Yeah, you never know who watching you. And after I took that load a few hours later, bling, 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 bling. Hey, look, I'll take that load off of you. Here's a big old fat ass 1,500-mile run. Okay, I don't know if this is true, how it really happened, right? Yeah, right. I don't know if this really happened, but okay, so a little over a week ago, when I put in my application, can't make no money if your wheels ain't turning. Yeah. couple weeks ago I put in my application for mentor, and they said, hey, you don't, no, you can't, can't do it for whatever reason. You're able to get your truck on stay running all night yet. Yeah, because it's hot in the motherfucker, and if it's less than 75 a degree, the truck will stay running. So yeah, hey, I think when I looked at the uh the temperature thing on the radar, it said it was 100 degrees today. What do you do when you get to the big? Uh, uh, I don't know. I think I understood what he said. I don't know, but hey, man, look, 50 is 50. Sometimes the abbreviations get past my ass. Okay, so you might have to, spell out Donkey Kong instead of DK. You know what the fuck? But I tried to do my mentor application uh week before last, something like that, and it wouldn't let me do it. I heard something in the past about Swift having cameras facing inside the cab, all of them, but they don't do it anymore. Okay, and bubble guts. Hey, I get them if you get out them goddamn um, truck stops. I don't do that shit no more. I don't do that shit no more. So today when I went to go do my mentor application, I just tried it. I just tried it 2 weeks ago. Well, let me do it. Do it again. Bam, let me come through it. Now I don't know if they, you know, test me and then say, hey, this joke here got it. To go and let them do it. I don't know. I just could be, conspiracy theorist and thing here. But um, Sudra, um, he was talking about forward-facing cameras. Sorry, river-facing camera where they actually watching you. There are some companies that do that, but it ain't Swift ain't one of them. Do they still cater food at the Dallas terminal? They cater. There's a day. It's called Driver Appreciation Day, and every single last one of the terminals had it. And last Friday they had it at all the terminals, and I just happened to be in Houston terminal at the time, and they had pizzas, and there was a dude, ooh there was a dude sitting, excuse me, at the table with the pizza boxes in front of him, and he dig in there and he'd get a slice of pizza and sit there and start eating. There's no plate or nothing in front of him, and then he put the crust down and he opened up a box and get a piece of pizza out there. He had all that shit. How often are you at home when you're with your mentor? Very little, very little. But the lane that my mentor had went through his house quite a bit, and I was cool with that because his wife was they were old folks. They old folks. I know you probably going, man, I ain't that damn old. She's like 70. Where do you park and you run out of time and there's no parking and every place is full? That don't happen. And you let that happen to you. You need to I need to be your mentor. You don't let that happen. Okay. Uh I plan. We're going to trip plan every day. Okay. Was one of your favorite cities to go to Houston? Houston, because my family there. My house is there, my bed, and I can kick Sancho's ass at the house every once in a goddamn while. I missed that last deal. That's sorry. I kicked Sancho's ass the hell out the goddamn house the other day. Hey, goddamn it, I'm coming home. Boy, I said, okay. What time you gonna be here? Knock twice. Ring the doorbell. Knock twice before you come in. Shit. uh, Look, man, we trip plan, okay? First thing we're gonna do is check the weather. Then we're gonna take the traffic, and then we're gonna see between our from where we're gonna start at our and then to our first stop, which is gonna be our 30-minute break. Where that's gonna be, Astro Suck. Uh, uh, you ever run through Illinois? Hell yes, I run through Illinois. Uh, usual every day in Dallas. Uh, you can if you have um, your home city, chances of you being able to In trucking, they like to keep you away from your home city for some reason. They like to keep you away so you can stay out long, I guess. The trip plan video was a good one. Thank you. I appreciate that. Uh, I just passed the air brakes. Get ready to start skills on Monday. Look, man, you got 'em. You got it. This stuff is so easy, man. All y'all have to do is just stay focused when y'all go to these schools. I made a video about this. Tell y'all, so listen, you can sit down and watch daytime TV, right? And if they ain't talking about Jerry Springer's, you know, Marvin Poet, you can change your sound. You change the sound. um, they gonna have all these damn commercials, but go to this welding school, aircraft mechanic school, uh, dental hygienist school. Uh, my home terminal was in Phoenix. That's where you want. Where you right there in front of everything. But all the good stuff happen. Do drivers get referrals? One, yes, use my recruiter, and that's how they kick me back, and then I buy these headsets and give them to y'all. Okay, that's how I work it. Um, I'm sorry I missed that one too. And again, I promise y'all the next time I do this, I'm gonna make sure that my laptop is up so that I'm only seeing like two comments at a time, but on the laptop, the first time I did it, I had the stream of them, and I could just go down the line. But on my phone, they're there for a little bit, then they disappear. So I just learned something. I didn't know that it did that was what happened. Okay, but I'm learning, and I'll get it right. Um, Now I forgot what the hell I was telling you about. Uh, let me see. It's less was the funny school. Yeah, uh, I found that out through um, uh, one of my one of the guys that I referred to. Of course, the Canada that allows people to watch them, and I think my earlier videos helps out a lot. And then I try to go back through them and give more information, and I hope it works. What's up, Kevin? Um, I if also um, 50 plus trucker talk at gmail.com is my email. You can always communicate with me. I've been telling people about the fight. Thank you very much. And they can also comment on the video, and I get those, and I respond to them. So if they have a question about something they're in school with, I'll talk to them. But earlier I didn't finish saying that there's a young lady that was struggling through her little driving test there at Corsicana, and I called her and I said, hey, look, you can do it. You just have to get out your own head. You can do it. You can knock it out. And I was ecstatic when she called me back or texted me back, and she said, I passed. I got my CDL. And I mean, you guys do something for me. You help my day. You want to say, what do I do for stamina to keep driving? Shit. Just to know that, and I ain't just pumping. It's not just game for me to know that I got all you guys out there that are rooting for me to become a mentor so that we can help you become a driver as well. That's motivation for me. And while I'm driving, I'm constantly thinking of how I can make it easier for you guys. uh how you liking Swift? I love it. I do flatbed and I rarely see the Swift flatbeds, and that's because um the Swift flatbed division is fairly small right now. It's growing, but it hadn't exploded yet. How is the starting pay? It's starting pay. Um, again, when I say stuff like that, guys, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to you, but I'm just saying it's a starting salary, and and I would expect a new driver, uh, generally for rare breed, unfortunately. Yeah, you're right. 50 plus, if you'll be what? 50 plus one. I actually be 50 plus two. But the flatbed division is growing, and so um, if you want to drive flatbed, you can damn near do what you want. You come over here and say, "Hey, I'm ready to drive flatbed." Then you better not say flatbed if you don't want to do it. Because soon you can say, "I went to Subways and got a sandwich and they put it on flat bread." They're going, "Hey, your goddamn ass coming to flatbed? Come on!" You know, "No, I'm in flatbed." No shit, no, they got you. 52ish. Yeah, yeah. Well, when I thought about how I was gonna name this channel, that's why I said 50 plus. So, because that'd be 50 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3. So I could have that same name for ever. And that's what it's going to be, 50 plus. I'm actually 51. So, bro, you've been a great help. Hey, thank you. And I hope I can continue to help. Uh, I'm going to help try to be a good mentor and help you guys out. Try to put a rookie. Oh crap, missed that one. Living currently in Texas regional route. At home every week. Yeah, see, um, you uh, you can go regional. You can go dedicated. You can do dry van, reefer, flatbed. I in Phoenix, I've seen some Swift trucks coming there pulling RGNs. That mean they're doing heavy equipment, and so I think Swift is trying to. Uh, Broaden their horizon. I think they got a pretty damn good chokehold on dry van, and they just moving into uh other freight. And if you want to do flatbed, they got step deck, so that means they are doing some equipment like tractors and stuff. Right next to us is the Sprinter. Okay, I'm at Laredo, and right next to the Laredo terminal. There's a fence on Swift's property, and there's a shitload of those Sprinter vans for Amazon. So they hauling those on step deck. You're right, 80,000 gross for load, right? Yes, 80,000, and that number just reminded me that I didn't finish. I'll keep bouncing because I keep questions keeps coming up. You asked about salaries. I said it didn't mean to be disrespectful when I say that your salary is a starting salary, it's just a starting salary, right? But again, guys, I would say that if in your first year you should gross about between 40, 45,000, 50 if you really, really running hard. Um, they told me it was going to be regional. Uh, Good. If you want to be close to the house, if you want to be home more often, then you need to be regional. Um, or dedicated or even shuttle. If you shuttle, then you actually uh, go on at such and such o'clock, and you get off at such and such o'clock and go back home, just like a regular job. Okay, um, that's that's cool if you want to do that. I wanted OTR, so I wanted to really find out what truck driving it was about, and I got to tell you something else. I'm an entrepreneur, so don't work real well with others. I mean, my cousin is the oh crap. Hi. uh, I'm an entrepreneur, so I really don't work well for others. I don't. And so OTR is good for me. Uh, oh, you only been staying out 2 weeks. Much more, bro. Good night, brother. Done. Drive safe. Good night, man. And I thank you for being a part of our live here. That's damn 109, man. We rambling. Um, uh, how long I stay out? Um, about about a month. You know. Now that being said, I was a aircraft mechanic for Southwest Airlines. I was Southwest Airlines for quite a while. Okay, and when I left Southwest Airlines, I kept my flight benefits, and um, I could do a 34 right here in Laredo, go to the airport and get on a Southwest Airlines flight and fly to Houston tomorrow morning if I wanted to. It'll cost me $0, and I can get my home time while I'm doing the 34, fly right back a day and a half later. Most people ain't gonna do that because it costs you $1,000. So I have options where I can get home real quick and enjoy little home time and then fly back. But I can only do that so many times a year. So they don't like this. You get to fly every time you want, and ball out like that. But uh, uh, so I can go home, when I want to. Nice VIP. Man, let me tell you. People say, how you do that? How you get them, flight benefits and shit? But um, I ain't gonna tell you some stuff. I got to just leave that alone because it's some confidential things there. But fly home, keep the lady happy. Yeah, it's not really just to keep her happy. I can tell you earlier. I gotta kick Sancho out the house every once in a while. Then somebody start getting comfortable. You know, neighbors tell me Sancho come out the house, at my house, wearing a robe and shit, coffee cup, reach down getting the newspaper. That was born on Laredo. Man, look here, I ain't been over that border and I don't know how long. What size TV you have? So, 24 inch. Damn Sancho, hell yeah. Uh, I have some property in Del Rio, some hunting property out there. I have 600 acres in Del Rio, and but I've sold off a little bit of it to some of my friends. But uh, Laredo Nuevo is right there. And when I first bought that property, um, about 20 years ago, we used to drive to the border, and then a little taxi would take us across the border, and we would go into Laredo Nuevo and eat at the restaurants there, and they would treat the hunters really, really well because we were bringing in a lot of revenue. Uh, shoot some dove, yeah. Them some bitches fly too damn quick. I like duck hunting. I like deer hunting, uh, and I like shooting skeet trap, uh, uh, and I fish. That stuff. I like that outdoorsy stuff. But um, going across the border now um, is not real fun. Hey, Justin, you doing a 10? Probably gonna be more than 10 because they won't dispatch me until 5:30 in the morning. So I'm just chilling. So I got some time. And the load that I just dropped off, we ran it. Remember, we was running hard. I kind of kept y'all updated as I went along because I wanted y'all to understand that you can run those long ass runs in a short period of time. You just have to stay focused. You have to drive. You got to, want to get it there. You know, I know the question earlier was how do I keep the stamina going? It's because I got something to prove to you guys. I got a responsibility. If I got 1,000 people giving a damn about what I say, then I should be respectful enough to those 1,000 people to give them the best, most informative content as I can. And uh, I believe that if in a format like YouTube, person ought to be able to show you because lip service is one thing. Saying that I got a fleet of trucks and I got this and I got that and this is how I did it. Show me because there's a whole bunch of people saying that same shit. That's the way I see it. So what motivates me, what keeps me going, what keeps the stamina going, is know that you guys are watching, and then I have a duty to respect the words that I'm spewing out to you. I have to respect those words by never shitting on them. And if I shit on them, that means I'm shitting on you, right? So no, it's no way, no way. I'm run my ass off, and I'm gonna run my ass off so you guys can see what that is can work. Uh, do you have a twit call? Yeah. Before you go, they help you get what you need. The uh, the endorsements and a twit card and all that kind of stuff. You had to get that yourself. And what I messed up was I got my uh, twit card before I done my endorsements, which I got after I got the CDL. But you can do the twit card and um, the hazmat thing run by the same time, so you can just do the thumbprint thing one time. hitting the bunk. The K out there. Thank you, Kevin. Yeah, it's uh it's 116 minutes, so yeah, it's probably kind of long. Uh, I still got 17 folks out there that's paying attention to old 50, and I really appreciate that. What is a twit card? Uh, Texas. Wish I didn't. I don't. It's a it's a card that you use. A recruiter came out to my school. Yeah, I bet they did. I bet they do. They come out there and say, "Hey, come do drive for us," because it's hard to get drivers. Do you have a CB in your truck yet? No. In fact, I have the CB. I haven't hooked it up yet because I'm gonna hook up in my mentoring truck, and I want my mentor to hook it up. I'm gonna teach him how to do it. Let him hook his or her hook it up, and then when they get their own truck, they'll know how to do that. They're gonna do all of the cooking. They're gonna do all the trip planning. Gonna do everything. The mentor, my students are gonna do that. Okay, um, so the TWIC card is used for when you're gonna go into controlled environments like plants and things of that nature. You have to have that TWIC card that says that the government has uh transfer record. Man, I was trying to think of something crazy. You supposed to okay, now Kevin, you got to come up with something funny. What twig mean? Come on. I ain't talking about twerk. Don't be showing put me no picture of your ass doing some jiggling, you know. You got to come up with some sort of pun so that we can laugh about twig. What that mean? Uh, so when you go into a controlled environment like a plant, they got to have your fingerprint said that you're not fixing to go in there and go boom and blow some shit up. Okay, um, that's what that is. It's a fingerprint thing. They check you out, make sure that you're cool. Greg, you know, people show form of the show. Yep, I try, Bailey. I try, and if I ever waver from that, you guys let me know. Twerk while you're in the car. There you go. I'll take that. Copy that. Uh, uh, so uh, what I should have done was the twit card and the hazmat at the same time. So my one trip to the thumbprint place to get your fingerprints done and your background check. Because when you do hazmat, you got to do that same thing. And so I have tanker, doubles and triples, and hazmat. And uh, I haven't yet had to show a twit card. No, man, I can't have that sleeper rocking around. No, no, you don't. You know, the popo come knock on your door and ask if you having a party, you fighting a lot lizard in your truck. You know, I don't worry about it because I try my best. I try my best to park at a terminal at least once a week, and once I get a student, especially if it's a female student, then I'll try to hit as many terminals that I can so they can use the facilities at the terminal, not in the West Memphis anyway. Um, uh, because you need to be able to go to the showers and stuff like that, and they end up costing too much money to go. It costs between 12 to $14 to take a shower at a truck stop, the Love's or TA or something like that, unless you have the points from fueling. And another thing that I want to do for my students is I want my students to get their cards for the fuel cards for the Loves and pilots and TAs and all that. So as we're driving, they can start building their points up, save those points. So when they get in their own truck, they can start with points on there where they don't have to come up with money to pay for showers and things of that nature, um, while you waiting to get your first real paycheck. You're getting $500 a week while you're training with me. I can tell you right now, I got some requirements outside of trucking. If you're gonna run me, I'm gonna teach you how to run, how to do finances the proper way, how to be successful with it. And one thing that you're going to learn about being successful financially is you're going to pay yourself first, not less than 15% of your. That's what pay for your fuel. Yes, uh, because I'm a company driver. They give me a come data card, and I go and then pump the gas. It didn't cost me anything. If you were a lease driver, it'd be different. You got to pay for your fuel. Um, um, but when you get on truck with me as a mentor, you're gonna how does the Volvo holding up with the miles on it? It's got 102,000 miles on it right now, and I know it'll have about 103,000, a little bit more when I'm the hell out this son bitch, because I'm driving it straight to goddamn Phoenix and getting out of it and getting me a new truck because this truck has issues and it needs to go to a dealer so that they can fix it and fix it properly for the next driver. And uh and I don't want to be stretched out again. And right now I can't let the truck I can't turn the key off and let it stay off all night, because if I do, it'll have to be jump started in the morning. And so, because the battery's got to drain. Okay. So no, I'm not really happy with the. I like the truck. You know, it drives real good, it runs real good, but it's got that issue with it not starting in the morning. The batteries are drained overnight. Even if I disconnect the refrigerators and disconnect everything, it still does it. Still draws because it has a water leak at the windshield come in and it corroded the wiring on at the dashboard, so something is staying on. Or they're gonna swap it out for you. I believe if I told Swift that's what I need, that I wouldn't be all the way downstairs yet before they got it out there. And it's because a wiring jam. Yeah, it got a wiring issue. And I believe it's because Swift know that I'm what I'm about. They know that I'm gonna run hard. They know that I just don't want the obstacles in my way, and I'm gonna take care of the equipment. You know, and I think Swift wants their drivers happy. I really believe that they're all the new vehicles have all the new equipment have refrigerators now. They're trying to do what they can to make life easier, simpler, and better for the drivers. And that's not lost on uh, Crete or any Prime, any of them. That's not lost. Drivers aren't lost on them. They don't want to lose their drivers. Driver retention is important for any big company. So I don't want to just sound like Swift is the only company out there that's trying to make um, a change to better their drivers. Make a change in a direction that helps their drivers job easier and help with driver retention. Swift isn't the only one that's trying to do that. Um, but I think trucking companies are starting to see the light, and they're starting to see it because that era, that age of you ever been shut down at a way station? No, no, no. You know why? Because I ain't gonna be overweight. I ain't gonna be overweight, and I was taught by my mentor to do a thorough inspection of my trailer before I even hook up to it. So I know when I go down the road that I'm not gonna have any issues. Now I did go down the road. I did this happen. I went down the road and I drive a lot in the evenings so that in the morning when everybody is starting to wake up, I'm almost done with my shift. Okay. So I drive a lot at night. And when I pre-tripped the trailer, it was cool. When I started taking off down the road, and the sun started going down, I saw a glow down the side of my trailer, and I looked back there, and the ABS light was on the side of the trailer. So I pulled over on the side of the road to the rest area, got me some dikes, and clipped that wire, and turned that goddamn light off. Now, I ain't telling your ass to do that shit, but I didn't want to get pulled over because they saw that goddamn ABS light on my trailer. And so what I did was I kept driving through the next day, and then I went to Greer. Greer terminal, and I told them that trailer need to be fixed. And they fixed the light for me, but I ain't never had to be pulled over, man. I mean, I watch stuff, take care of it, and I don't get on. I'm not on the phone. Smooth move, yeah. I'm not on the phone. You know, if you pull into a way station and you don't have a headset and you talking, ain't nobody in the cab with you, they'll give you a ticket because they're gonna say you talking on your cell phone without a hands-free device. That's true shit. I'm not bullshitting you. I'm not bullshitting because they're watching. They can see you when you pull in. Let me see. Do you see me? After you go solo, Swift pays the with a college to pay for your future education. Yeah, and I hadn't found out exactly how that worked yet. Random drug test yet? No, no, I hadn't had to do a random drug test. Um, I guess it's probably they probably figuring this. I don't have no time to do no dope because I'm driving so many goddamn miles. Uh, you know, I'm gonna have to make a note to follow up with that. I'm gonna spend some time at the terminal next week. I don't know if it's gonna be in Salt Lake or if it's in uh, Phoenix, but I got to talk with the doctor so I can do the CPAP and the interview and the diabetes interview on next week early. You watch any other YouTuber truckers? Uh, do I watch any other YouTubers? Um, I think that was a question. Yeah, a little bit. Um, uh, I'll put down some. I need to add to the next video maybe about some of the people who I actually watch. Uh, J Canal is one of them. Uh, for real content, okay, to actually learn something, and all the rest of them is pure entertainment, pure entertainment because they ain't talking about shit, man. You know, uh, you know, there's a girl that I was watching, uh, keeping it 100 or something like that. Oh, what's it? Oh, the Empire Trucker. Uh, she wrecked out. She jackknifed during the winter, and uh, she was somewhat entertaining, But after she wrecked out, she was a lease driver, and she had been back in her truck since she wrecked it out. And I feel really bad for her. Keeping it 100 or something, I think is the name of her channel is. I felt real bad for her too because she put the video up of the actual jackknife, and she wasn't doing anything wrong. She was just driving, and she wasn't exceeding. She wasn't driving too fast for the conditions. I don't think. I mean, it was just one of those things that the trailer decided it wanted to go faster than the cab and pushed the nose around, and it was bad. I felt bad for her, but now she's making videos. I think she's just making videos to keep the YouTube revenue coming while she's not driving while her truck's in the shop. But you know, I was thinking about it. You know, I go on there and I watch, I turn her video on now. And just click the like button and then don't watch it because just help her with the likes and things. But the content of a lot of YouTubers are not good anymore, and so you about ready to make some changes. YouTube here some uh really good trucking channels. What I think, yeah. Uh, uh, I don't know, man. I mean, I'm hoping that you know YouTube is a good way. Any social media can be good way to get information out. Okay, Problem is, it's a good way to get information out, and not all goddamn information is good. Monetize your channel. Yeah, they just sent me um, a deal, and I didn't even read it. I didn't even read the email they sent me about monetizing my channel, but it depends, man. If I can't say motherfucker or asshole, kiss my ass, or look at that faggoty midget and shit. If I can't say that crazy shit that I want to say, then I don't. They don't gotta pay me. I don't want their money. I just want to be able to say it, and y'all laugh at that shit, and the crazy ass faggoty midget laugh too because they know I'm just bullshitting. I pat you on your head, man. We all right, shit. Little stubby fingers. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Them little midget with the short fingers. Come on, man. I like to laugh at shit. I like to laugh at people who, in in the middle of their transition, they heard that video earlier because I saw that, man. I just saw one a minute ago. Just walk across, you know, one of my fellow Swifties. You know, in the middle of switching from the yeah the midget with the Daisy Dukes, man. Yeah, you know. I see. Some of my fellow Swifties that's transitioning. You know, and I wish them well. If they catch one of my jokes, they better goddamn laugh. Shit, don't get offended. You know, shit may not look weird to you, but okra popsicle sticks. I mean, okra popsicles. That's some weird ass shit, ain't it? Just because your ass live in Louisiana don't mean that you got accepted, right? Okay, laugh at that shit. It's funny the motherfucker to me. You know, your ass, your ass is 7'2", and you got a size 22 shoe. And it's a pump, I'm laughing at your ass. I'm sorry, because that's some funny ass shit. A goddamn pump shoe this fucking long. Come on. You gonna tell me you ain't gonna laugh at that shit? The motherfucker wearing it ought to be laughing. He ought to be walking down. Look at my crazy ass. They ought to be doing their goddamn self. Shit. Huh? What you talking about? Patting the midget on their way. Just bouncing that little motherfucker like a basketball. Oh, she don't be laughing. You laugh because that damn it. Man, what's up with the duffel bag? Uh, a guy, one of my recruits, guy I've been known for a long time. He said that they didn't even offer him the Swift duffel bag. So I don't know if they're doing it anymore, but it was a damn good thing. I'm gonna ask them about it and see if they still well, what happened was they've changed up the the orientation part of it. When I went to the school, it wasn't there. It was when I went to the orientation where I got my duffel bag with all my stuff in, and I think that's what you're talking about. And so they didn't go to the orientation. The orientation was actually at the school. So they finished the school, and then time goes straight to the mentor. They didn't. It's no orientation part. I guess the orientation was a part of the actual CDL school. You're gonna have to go to the tripod so you can. Uh, the question was about the tripods and video while I'm driving, and I'm gonna do a little bit of that once I get a mentor on truck, and it's gonna be only for so you guys can kind of see what we're talking about while we're driving, because hello, Sade. Mm, I like her music. Uh, but outside of that, Swift does have some rules about uh, using video while you're driving. Okay, um, so you got to kind of be a little bit cautious about how you do it. Um, You got to be a little bit cautious about how you do it. So, but I'm gonna set my cab up with some cameras so that you guys can see. I didn't know that. Yeah. Um, I bought the cameras already. They're actually GoPros, and I'm gonna mount them in each corner so that we can start driving. And when I say okay, we're gonna do a backing maneuver, and then I can put cameras on the trailer and down the side, and then record them all, and then sync the SIM cards so I can make a video. You guys can see the student, turning and watching the truck react and all that kind of stuff, which is different from having the cameras mounted on the truck by yourself, just solo driving and talking about what's happening in front of you. Um, that means you're distracted. I mean, it's obvious. You can't say while I'm talking to you guys and with the camera facing forward that I'm not distracted from driving because I'm talking to y'all with a camera and shit. So I'm actually doing the distraction as I'm driving right there live and everybody can see and shit. I may as well drive to a terminal and turn fucking keys in. You know what I mean? But if I'm the mentor and the student is driving and I got the cameras pointed to the in front of us, and I'm going, this is how we maintain the lane. The mirror should be a little bit in the other lane. You know what I'm saying? The mirrors are sticking out. Okay, let's say this you're driving, and then the mirrors are on the hood. Okay, the hood is here. The mirrors are sticking on the outside. So if you're looking through the windshield, the mirror is off to the side. Okay, that mirror, a portion of that mirror would be in the other lane. Everything you do for us, go to baby stuff there. Okay, see that, TJ? Well, we're gonna give it about another 3 minutes, and then I am gonna go to bed. We've been on here for 137 minutes, so I don't even know what time it is. And oh, 9:30. I mean 9:50. I'm gonna I need to go, you know, get rid of all this facial stuff and take a shower anyway. But there's a reason why we got to kind of be a little cautious. But with those mirrors, man, you just use those mirrors to can look at where your cab is and look forward at the same time. But I teach y'all all that good stuff. Okay. Any more questions before we get up out of here? Because I'm gonna go take me a hot shower and shave and get good and fresh. Just wash my bedding. So I'm gonna go to sleep with some good fresh bedding tonight. Any more questions before we get out of here? You can always comment. Uh, what's your email? One more time. My email is 50 plus with 50. Okay, 50 plus. Not don't spell it out. Five. The number 50. 50 plus trucker talk. No, I'm always talking. 50 plus trucker talk at gmail.com. 50 plus trucker talk at gmail.com. Um, email me on that. If you're already in school and you've talked to Autumn, you should be. Uh, we saw it today. Good. The duffel bags are still there with all of the goodies inside of them. $250 is worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it. Buy it. Um, Especially with the map and everything in there. You guys are welcome to email me. And once you um, are in school and you have questions and you want to talk to me through email, I give you my phone number, and we can talk. Uh, I'm not opposed to that. What I want is for you guys to be successful, and I want to be a tool for you all and get you those the information that you need. Okay, so this channel is not about hype and you know looking at me doing balling or whatever the hell or tell you a bunch of horse shit. I want to help you if I can. I may not be able to, and if I can, I'm gonna find an answer. Sorry, I missed most of your life. Hey, don't worry about it because what we're gonna start doing is we're gonna pick a day or 2 days a week because I really like these. I'm able to communicate with y'all, but I'm gonna get in contact with Honey Badger because she does hers. She's really good with how it's set up with the lighting and everything, and she's reading the comments on there really easy. So I'm gonna find out from her how to produce that uh, in a more efficient way. Uh, the first one I did was good, but I was at home and I had a strong internet connection. But I don't have one a good internet connection here. But I'm gonna figure out how to get it done. But we're gonna start doing it twice a week, and uh, the way you guys can. We're gonna pick a time so that you don't have to miss it. Okay. If you end up being 3 times a week, we'll have to do it 3 times a week. But I appreciate all you guys. Okay. Uh, yeah, I can't thank you enough. We're gonna shut it down for the night. I'm gonna go in here and get myself cleaned up and probably pig out some more before I go back to sleep. And we will see you guys again real soon. Okay. What we got one more time? Give it a good word. Good video catch next time. Thank you, Sean. All right. Hey, here we go. Here comes your boop. Okay.